Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Courage, a poem by Edgar Albert Guest. In this poem, Edgar talks about the way courage can be projected by a human being. He also lists out the common beliefs about the origination of courage in a person. He starts the poem by stating what courage is not and how it is not an instant realization. He says courage is not exhibited only in times of need. Courage is not something that one does in a daring situation and vanish after that. Courage is not an instant behavior. One does not get the courage instantly like a string that is pulled out only out of necessity. He compares courage with a tug of war game where one gives a final tug realizing that the rope is slipping away from him. This is done with a final hope to win. Guest then goes on to say that courage is permanent in all human beings. It keeps itself ready at all times and comes out as soon as there is a purpose to be served. He says that courage cannot be the last thing that a person executes when he has lost his hopes on everything. Just like a man cannot muster courage at the last minute, he also cannot gather up courage for a future event anticipating what is to happen. If he does not possess it in him in the present, then there is no way he can muster it instantly during anxious and difficult times. Guest says that one who strives to achieve great goals in the future should belong to the category of people who have courage as an innate character and not look for it only in times of need. Guest says that courage is not like a dazzling light, it remains forever. Courage is not a rushed phenomenon. It is rather a slow and unwavering characteristic that one possesses. During the time of need, what one needs to work out is the way that one can handle a situation without panic. Courage helps one to face a situation. It is a force from within. Courage means waiting patiently and working hard without losing hope. Courage is the will to go on when one's life is filled with hurdles. He gives the example of the sky being blue, indicating the occasional sorrow in a man's life. One can never claim to have gotten rid of courage. A brave man possesses it even when there is no need for him to exhibit courage. Courage is not just about big achievements but also about small steps. Guest says that courage is not a characteristic that was just designed so that one can show off to people. Courage stays throughout and does not expect people's recognition or praise. Most people confuse courage with success. Courage is not just about winning, but it is also about accepting defeat. When one handles the stress during defeated moments, one exhibits more courage compared to the amount of courage it took to win something. It is etched in his life forever, all through the days and nights of his life. Courage not only follows through a person's life when he is happy and smiling, it also gives him company through the sorrow and tears. Courage can be present even in the most trivial things. It is like the breath of life that stays with a person throughout his life. It is the belief that a man has upon his own actions that make him strong. Now let's read the poem. Courage isn't a brilliant dash, a daring deed in a moment's flash. It isn't an instantaneous thing born of despair with a sudden spring. It isn't a creature of flickered hope or the final tug at a slipping rope. But it's something deep in the soul of man that is working always to serve some plan. Courage isn't the last resort in the work of life or the game of sport. It isn't a thing that a man can call at some future time when he is apt to fall. If he hasn't it now, he will have it not, when the strain is great and the pace is hot. For who would strive for a distant goal must always have courage within his soul. Courage isn't a dazzling light that flashes and passes away from sight. It's a slow, unwavering, ingrained trait with the patience to work and the strength to wait. It's part of a man when his skies are blue. It's part of him when he has work to do. The brave man never is freed of it. He has it when there is no need of it. Courage was never designed to show. It isn't a thing that can come and go. It's written in victory and defeat and every trial a man may meet. It's part of his hours, his days, and his years, back of his smiles and behind his tears. Courage is more than a daring deed. It is the breath of life and strong man's creed. So here ends the poem. If you have anything to add on more to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.